Super Bowl 55.
Talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. Rodgers on the return. And he returns this to the 20.
On the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Throw left side to start things out. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Wentz. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. First and 10, Taylor now. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Quick throw outlined by Wentz. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's got his man Hilton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now an option play on 2nd down. A throw out wide caught by Pascal. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it in for a Colts score. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 78 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Rodgers on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wentz going to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
44-yard line.
That's out to the left flat and complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. They'll find Hines out of the backfield.
Wentz's pass.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
This offense converting once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Wentz to throw again. Looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, 50 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 63 yards.
10 at the 10-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Colts 14, Packers 7.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Taylor is the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 44, Wentz looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 32-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Rodgers now to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers have moved out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good.
23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Muscles him off. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Taken down.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. On play action, Wentz. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, it's Jones. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Add one to
on Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 24.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Aaron Jones.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
2nd and 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
48-yard line.
Throwing on first is Wentz. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Touchdown! Michael Pittman there to make the grab. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Packers 35, Colts 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw on third down, Rodgers being chased out left. Looking deep for Adams. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Oh, this is blocked. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule. And there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt? And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Wentz now on first down. Campbell making the catch. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
48-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Packers 48, Colts 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Here's Wentz to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll go again to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 38 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. Wentz going to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
48. Colts 32. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Jones with a carry on 1st down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This is Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Houston on the stop.
The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. Third quarter of action, Super Bowl 55. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
At the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. That'll be complete to the running back, A.J. Dillon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's second down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. To throw, it's Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Rodgers.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. On play action, it's Wentz. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Quick throw here to Hilton. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he's got his man Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. He goes right back the way of Hilton. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 10-yard line.
Again, it's Wentz. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines there to make the grab. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Well, Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Thrown to the sideline.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And that'll be complete to Dillon.
Rodgers pass.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now is Wentz. Open man is Trey Burton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
The kick is
extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
45.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
This one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sideline. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Jones. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Packers 55. Colts.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 23 yards the pickup there. The Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. And you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So the field goal got him back within 1 score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Lucky.
Here's Jones. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
By Bobby Okereke. Brings up 3rd down.
And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.